welcome to my channel. This might be a quieter, I don't know if that's possible, video for me. It is, I skipped a day, I'm sorry. Life and work and family and all that kind of jazz, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, click subscribe, ring the bell, get the notification when I upload next, and yes, you'll see some crazy. I am kind of at that tipping point of I'm exhausted. So, because you're here, I hope, well, both for me and with the 12 Days of Harry Potter, this is year 3, and that means not Patronus, yes Patronus, but it means Boggarts and Dementors, that one, and soul sucking and chocolate, because you'll feel better, Harry, when you've had chocolate. And my chocolate's oxidizing, so I need to get on and eat it. Okay. I don't normally bite my chocolate. I normally melt it in my mouth. Anyway, I'm doing this for you guys. Okay, I have 9 and 10 to open. Okay, 10 is in the numbers are in the little corner. Wormtail. See, I've been calling these wormtails all along. Peter Pettigrew, usually referred to as Wormtail or Scabbers, began attending Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry in 1971 and was sorted into the Gryffindor house. During his years at Hogwarts, he became one of the Marauders. He was best friends with Sirius Black, James Potter, and Remus Lupin, and together they created the Marauders map, which is the bomb. I wish I could get one. Scabbers was Ron's pet rat, passed down through his family. So, Wormtail, ratty. I kind of think maybe brown. Oh my goodness! Look at this. It's burgundy, but it's got that flash of pale. That's cool. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm liking this colour scheme. Okay, that's number 9. Number 10 is a magic piece card. Ooh, Crookshanks. Crookshanks is purchased from Magical Menagerie by Hermione Granger. The saleswoman from whom she purchased him states that he had been in the shop for a long time as nobody wanted him. He is half Kneazle, as evidenced by his lion-like appearance, ability to solve problems on his own without aid or teaching, and clear dislike of and the ability of recognizing untrustworthy persons, even if they are transfigured. Crookshanks and Scabbers never got along. Crookshanks, I think, is played by maybe a Maine Coon, because they're the big tiger kind of cats. Ooh. So we have bits of Scabbers Wormtail coming into this mustardy brown mix. That is very different from the rest of the colour scheme. Okay. So, we do the Wormtails. And I'll show you the collection all together. I'm not even going to try and get them in order. It's too hard. My hands are too small. So let me tuck that in. There's just a loop. Oh, that'll do, pig. That'll do. I know. I'm mixing my streams. Yeah. Okay, you ready? In no order whatsoever. Wait. Look. Oh my goodness! That is so cool. Oh, wow. That is amazing. Wow. That's going to look fantastic on the crochet. Absolutely fantastic. I've nearly lost 9 and 10. Keep them aside. Take my photos for Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram if you want to check out the photos and you want to see it in a little bit more kind of posed shots where I put all the wormtails together in sequence and that kind of thing. Okay, for the vloggy bit, hello. Stick around if you want to just hear the chit chat. Otherwise, bye. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Back at work today. God, it was a crazy day. I went in an hour early because of how the day kind of pans out, and as a result left early. Nearly didn't leave early, but yeah, it was good to have that extra hour where things were quiet to grab paperwork that I needed for the day and just kind of get my head in the game. And then everyone else kind of helped out, and then it was myself and one other at a meeting for the day, and then we got relieved, and then she got hopefully relieved a short time later. So it was a good bit of teamwork all up. Yesterday Sunday, I say we, it's not the royal we, my husband, God bless cotton socks, I think he wears Explorers, they're probably not cotton, but you know what I mean. Anyway, he smoked a leg of lamb, so a whole leg of lamb, 2 kilos, or whatever it is, in our drum smoker. So he got that going at around about 10:30, lit the fire, or the charcoal, put it into the smoker, got it to temperature. Then Sophie started flinging mud around. Mud, soil, it's soil, it's dry. She started flinging soil around, started sticking it into the exhaust or something stupid, completely threw off the heat. So Marcus is fiddling there, trying this exact science, keeping it to 100 degrees. And it settles down. He throws the lamb in around 12 and it cooks for 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours. And then he sears it in the barbecue, blasting hot in the barbecue. Oh my God, it was so tender. Now, the previous weekend, we had a roast in the oven, and tonight making tea, I was kind of cutting up bits of meat, kind of going, oh, I'm not sure when this is from, but it's me, so I'll eat it anyway. Shh. So I had a bite of it, and it was tough and it was chewy, and then I remembered how tender last night's was, so I had a bite of the other piece, and it was so tender and yummy. So slow smoking is a thing. It makes a tough piece of meat tender, and it makes a tender piece of meat melt in the mouth. And the taste and it was just divine, absolutely divine. Really, really nice. So if you have partners, or if you are able to, get yourself an ugly drum smoker and have some smoked meats. They're delicious. Smoked turkey is just the bomb. Can't get turkey really any other time of the year here other than Christmas. So yeah, we have one in the freezer that we haven't defrosted. I think it takes about a week to defrost. But anyway, came home, was really, really sore. I'd been sitting or standing all day, not really moving much. So I was pretty sore. I was kind of going, yeah, I really need my meds. You know, my supervisor had kind of said, do you need some relief in the meeting? And I was like, yeah, I actually, I'm kind of pushing it. But she didn't even wait for a yes. She just came over and she said, no, that's it. We're changing hands. And yeah, she took over for us. So that was great. And I just let her know, look, I was in early, so I'm going to head off early, but it'll probably be gone by the time you get back to the office. And that, so yeah, interesting day. I have found some devastating news out tonight though. My local coffee shop is not opening because of COVID. It's right across from where I work. They do awesome coffees. I haven't been drinking coffees, I've been drinking hot chocolates. and they do pastries and yum. So none of that while there's a risk of COVID and they are short-staffed. So it's a bit of a bummer for them. They actually suffered a fire last year and it gutted the shop and it was gone for a year and a bit. It was really nice to see them back, and to have COVID close them down is just pretty shit. It's got to the stage now where we're not getting exposure notifications. They've limited the exposure notifications to being in the company for 4 hours or more, which doesn't make any sense to me when you can get COVID from just being in the same room as somebody and just coughing, and that's it, you've got COVID, so long, thanks for all the fish kind of thing. And it's almost like, what the hell? Why? It doesn't make any sense. So they're removing all the low risk warnings. They're removing all the where the positive people have been kind of thing, and it just beggars belief. I'm just incredulous as to why that decision got made. I'm part of a local group, and the political stuff on there is rubbish, so I'm not really enjoying seeing the notifications on that one. So I was hoping it was going to be more informative rather than bagging out the politicians who've been doing a freaking awesome job keeping us safe as a state up until now. But they could potentially slow down the panic if they were being responsive, and this is where we're at the moment. People are panicking. They're going, oh my god, I think I had an exposure. Oh, I need to go and get a test. They've got no symptoms at all, and they're panicking, and it's like panic is taking over, and people are going, nope, if you don't have symptoms, piss off. If you've got symptoms, you can get a free RAT test, which is the rapid antigen test. But yeah, so it's a bit crazy. Oh gosh, my eyes, that light is so bright. Anyway, what's news? Back at work tomorrow, normal day. Hopefully we'll just have a pretty cruisy-ish day, having to wear a mask all day in the office. We'll see how we go. Most people I think most people are back this week, or they might be taking an extra few days, just being summer and that kind of thing. So we'll see how we go. People wise, there was a few people there today. I just want to hear that I've got the other job. I'm tired. I think I got about 5 hours sleep last night. So I'm physically tired. I came after work. I came home and came into my craft room where I've got floor space and just did my stretches and some exercises, and actually felt better after doing that. It was just like stretching out the back, releasing the pressure on the nerve and that kind of thing. But then standing up to do the kitchen for dinner, it was like screaming at me again. It was like okay, let's see, here we go. I've got physio again tomorrow to be needled. The spasming has not been so bad, so that's probably a good thing. So we might give it another once over, and I might not need another appointment from her. I might just need to build up my physio, and that kind of thing. So yeah, bodies, who needs them? I was thinking of throwing down some stitches. I'm probably too tired to do some stitching, but I have been enjoying knitting. I've finished another block, so I'm halfway through a colour change on that, and as I do a block, it widens by 1 to 8 stitches as you increase on one side, so the blocks get bigger and bigger as you go. So yeah, but I'm really, really happy with the colour choices that I made. I was kind of thinking maybe I should pick 6. I've got to do... No! Ooh. I've got to do some maths. I think if I get 6, it means that I can do a double stripe on each, and then I could do a completely different colour for the end, or something. If I've got 6 in greys that I can use. Yeah. I'm not sure I do. I don't think I've got 6 distinct greys or greeny blue kind of colours, but I'll take a look. I'll check that one out tomorrow, probably, in daylight and not so exhausted. Yeah, I have some horrible thick worsted grey. It could work for a block, just to extend it, and I've got some super chunky down the bottom, which may just be too chunky and will mean that I can't use it in a cowl kind of scenario. Or I could go to my wool shop and get something a little bit XY there, but the wool is pretty limited where I've been living, from what I've seen. So, especially when I'm looking for a particular colour, I don't just want a bog standard Spotlight Joann's kind of yarn. I want something a little bit specky to go with the rest of the specky things. Yeah, I have stuff that I need to open. I have Thread Club. I have a magazine to flip through. Frogwarts Year 3 is going to be releasing imminently. Watch the Black Needle Society, and when it gets, borders from the previous years get first dibs, then subscribers get second dibs, and then it's open slather. So if you're interested in coming along to the craziness of Frogwarts, it is an intense long weekend. Seriously intense. You're talking about speed stitching for an hour, then you get an hour break, and then there might be another speed stitching for an hour, then there might be a break, and then there's a diving competition. You dive into your stash and you find fabric with the right name or floss with the right name and cover minders with the right theme, all of that kind of thing. It's year 3. So it's things like Professor Lupin and Sirius Black and werewolves and what is it? Animagus. Animagus and Wormtail and the characters, and where is Katie going to take us? Oh my lord, year 3. Wow. It's exciting. I love it how Forbidden Fibre, and I wish I knew her name, I love it how Forbidden Fibre and Black Needle Society are kind of in sync. I'm really tempted to buy the Harry Potter advent calendar with the Funko Pops next year. I've watched Athena from Black Needle Society. She is Stitching Goddess on YouTube. I watched her unboxing her Funko Pops. She was a little bit disappointed because there was duplicates, but I've never had one, so why not? Yeah, I've got Doctor Who Funko Pops, and I don't have Harry Potter, and these are little mini ones, so they're all kind of dinky cute, so they're kind of cool. Yes, but if I do get the job, I'll have to watch the budget, because the money is going to be a lot less. But sanity in the job is more important than cash in the pocket, and I just have to say no, as much as it hurts. Alright, I'm going to go. I'm going to let hubby get his sleep. I'm going to get this video bounced up and uploading, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for the notification when I upload, and I do hope it will be for the next 2 days. I have 2 bags left. Just to remind you, this came with the little extras, needle minders, stitch minders, and a candle wax in Library Beeswax candle scent, and it came with the patterns as well in the black and white, and I can actually go on and get the colour patterns. Ooh, exciting. So the crochet pattern that I will be doing is Simple Magic from Karen Cooley Designs, and it's got those waves. I think it's awesome, and it will really bring out the colours. And knit is called the Marauder's Cowl, and you don't get colour spoilers until it's released. I thought I had a blurb. I did have a blurb. It's in here. So, the blurb on this: black and white patterns designed for the kit are included in the box. A full colour PDF will be available after the 1st of the year. We don't want to spoil the colour surprise. So I've got 2 more days. No sneak peeks. Alright. So I need to get that and print it and have my working copy and my playing copy. Yeah. Alright. And if you're interested in any of the Forbidden Fibre stuff, Valentine's at Downton Abbey. QR code is probably going to be too fuzzy, but yes, it just worked. Alright. If you're interested in Downton Abbey and all of that kind of drama and fancy dresses and all that kind of thing, then jump on to forbiddenfibre.co. I'm done. Okay. Take care. I will see you tomorrow and look after yourselves. Bye for now. Oh, don't forget, eat some chocolate. Go feel better, Harry.